Hello, who is ready to Rix, Flicks, and relax at a theme park today? Today we're at Universal and I have some very interesting news about a potential closing of one of the attractions here. Let's go check it out. But before we begin, we publish theme park videos on this channel all the time. So click that subscribe button and that bell notification button so you'll know when another theme park video is ready for you to view. And now let's walk over to the attraction that is going to close forever. Now, news of this attraction closing has not been announced by Universal Studios yet. But it's based on the fact that, I've talked to some people. Universal recently laid off some people from the park, and this group that works at this particular attraction has been laid off, and the word is that it will close forever. Now this, in the short term, it's going to be bad news, losing an attraction. But in the long term, this could work its way into good news. What attraction am I talking about? We'll get there eventually. We'll get there. But there's some other news I want to share with you guys. They are back to socially distancing the parking of the cars, and they changed the procedure of the security hub a bit to make it a little more socially distanced when you're checking in and getting your bags checked and everything. So the line is a little longer, but don't worry, I got through it in just like 5 minutes. It seems intimidating when you see the length of the line, but it goes pretty fast. Like I said, I got through in 5 or 6 minutes. So they are still tweaking their procedures, trying to make things as safe as possible for you guys to reduce the risk of you catching anything. Not quite at this closing attraction yet. We're almost there, guys, almost there. One more thing I want to note to you guys is that when you order now with your mobile app, if you are a pass holder, your discount is automatically applied when using the mobile order. That wasn't the case before, but they have updated the app so you get that discount when you mobile order. And we have made it into another U-Rest zone. That's why I have the face mask off. I'm really using these places to help me make videos now. But we are in the U-Rest zone by the Fear Factor Stadium, which is appropriate because this involves the rumor of the attraction that's closing. Yes, it is rumored, highly rumored, that Fear Factor is not going to continue once the park gets back to normal operations. Let's talk about this for just a second. As I said earlier, there was some news yesterday that Universal has decided to lay off some people, and I have heard that of the Fear Factor crew has been laid off, and that because this attraction is, for one, it's kind of very touchy-feely attraction. It's hard to do social distancing and stuff like that and not be touching things with this attraction. That's one reason why they decided. But also, this attraction, the attendance level of this attraction has been dipping for years. So looks like they're going to do away with the Fear Factor show and perhaps replace it with something new. Now, this is nothing really new. This is a long-standing rumor that this would eventually be taken down and be replaced by a new attraction. We're always talking about the Ministry of Magic from Harry Potter coming in here. But I think finally Corona and everything has put the final nail in the coffin of Fear Factor. But we'll see how long it stays closed. Just because it's rumored that a new attraction, the Ministry of Magic, may come in here, how long is that going to take? We are in a unstable financial environment right now with theme parks, so we do think it will be closing in the short term. How long term is it going to be? We don't know yet. But the bad news, it's shutting down. The good news, eventually something new will come in here, and I love new things. Luckily, Nikki did participate in this once. She came in second. On your screen right now, I'm going to have an info card pop up of Nikki participating and coming in second in Fear Factor Live. Let me reiterate one more time. This is not confirmed by Universal. This is from people that I know who have worked here and who have been laid off just yesterday. So that's where I'm getting this information from. It is not confirmed by Universal. Sadly, I was always too tall and too heavy to participate in Fear Factor. Now, I could always adjust my weight, but I could never adjust my height. So I didn't get to do it, but Nikki had a good time. I'm sorry if you guys missed out on it, but hopefully something fun and new will come. But let's take a little trip around the park here, see what's happening. It is a quiet day. A lot of people wonder, I get comments like, what day am I visiting? Well, today I'm actually filming on a Wednesday, and it just turned into the 10 o'clock hour. And as you can see by some of the footage I'm providing, it's pretty light crowds right now. But we're gonna wander around, see how things are today. I do have a little thought on Halloween Horror Nights though as we walk around. I'm pretty confident that Halloween Horror Nights will occur, but I'm not 100% confident. The reason I have a few percentage points of doubt is the fact they have not announced anything yet, which leads me to believe they want to wait until the very last minute to announce anything so that they are sure the event is going to happen. And since we haven't had any announcements, there is a bit of uncertainty, in my opinion, on the part of Universal as to if this event will take place. Now, it might be a small percentage, but there still is a small percentage that it will not. I'm being the happy, positive person that I am. Still believe it will occur, but you know what? I have learned one thing in 2020. It is hard for me to predict the future. The wait time for Hogwarts Express is just 15 minutes, and since reopening, it's been my experience that this usually is the longest wait time of the day to take Hogwarts Express between the two parks. Oh my goodness, the AC inside of King's Cross Station feels so good, but we accidentally walked past Diagon Alley. So let's go back there, let's just check it out. That's the good way to judge the crowd size, is to see what it's like inside of Diagon Alley. In we go. I'll let you guys enjoy the sights and sounds for a moment. So what did you guys think? A pretty light crowd. If you want a fun, low crowd, low wait time Universal vacation, now's the time to come, with one caveat. You must pay the price of wearing a face mask. Looks like they're getting ready to do a show in a moment. Not sure which one, if it's Celestina Warbeck and the Banshees or if it's the Three Brothers or something like that. But as you can see, everyone is sitting on their socially distant markers. But you know what we did? When we did our walkthrough, we walked right by Gringotts. Let's go back over there and check on the wait time. Now on the Universal app, it is not showing any V lines available, that's virtual lines, but the wait time is only 20 minutes, and I bet you that's mainly just walking through the queue to get on the actual ride vehicle. You know what? Let's do it. Let's test out the wait time. And I was right, it was just a walk-on, which typically, if you see a ride within the 15 to 20 minute time range for a standby, especially 15 minutes, that usually means you can walk right onto the ride. And if you're wondering where Nikki is, why she's not taking advantage of these low crowds today, she's actually working on some Harry Potter ornaments for her Etsy shop. So go check that out when you get a chance. She's actually preparing like a halfway to Christmas sale. So you may want to go check out some stuff, because coming out halfway to Christmas, she will do like a special, run some deals for you. The other day, I actually ran into someone who said this is their favorite ride, so it does happen. Fast and the Furious does get some love. In addition to that person, a couple weeks ago, I ran into a guy. He was actually wearing a t-shirt that said, "Fast and the Furious, best ride ever, prove I'm wrong," which, in my opinion, was an awesome t-shirt. Good job, guy. See these guys? They have no problem remaining socially distant. They stay 6 feet apart from everyone, but it's not distance, it's height. We just missed her, but from time to time, Betty Boop will take a lap around the park in the Cadillac, giving you an opportunity to see her. We are about to head over to Islands of Adventure to check on the new Jurassic Coaster construction. They're moving along very nicely on that. But first, I want to stop by Hollywood Boulevard, see what's happening over there. What's happening in Hollywood Boulevard? Marilyn and the Diamond Bellas. Hey, since we're over here, we might as well take a little peek at the show.
Sweet sugar candy man. He's the spotlight down in Hollywood and Mars. We drank champagne and we danced all night. We shook the paparazzi for a big surprise. The gossip tonight will be tomorrow's headline. He's the one-stop shop, makes my heart beat stop. He's the sweet talking sugar, but it can't be in there. A sweet talking sugar, but it can't be in there. I got a sweet sugar candy man.
Oh, I can't keep this out, gotcha.
Here's my sweet sugar candy man.
Let's get down this post, okay? Thank you.
He's a sweet sugar candy man.
Trumpet solo. Yeah, there goes. Go, 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 go.
He's a one-stop shop, makes the heart beat stop. He's a one-stop shop, makes the ladies drop. He's a one-stop shop, takes me to a shop. He's a sweet talking sugar, but he can't be there. A sweet talking sugar, but he can't be there. Sweet sugar candy man.
So the Simpsons are hanging out over here by the Hollywood Hotel today, and I do know the reason why. That's because of some work they're doing on Hollywood Boulevard. Let me go show you. They are painting these two buildings here, this pink one to the left, and when we have Ralph's over here, now they're painting them the same color, but the color is really popping now. It had been so long since they have been painted that they were in dire need of a refresh paint job. And I have to say, it's looking really good. The colors are really popping now, so that's why the Simpsons are over there, because they have to have, this is usually where the RV parks, but the painters need to have this space blocked off to do an awesome job painting this building. And they told me they're just gonna work their way down the whole row here. A little further down Hollywood Boulevard near the Bourne Stuntacular, which I did do a whole Rikipedia on this, so anything you want to know about the Bourne Stuntacular is on that video. But it looks like they're organizing the outside queue better. They have all these little barriers up now to help guide the lines. No more free-for-all with the lines, so Universal is constantly trying to improve what they're doing. And I have received questions in the comments, when is the first show of the day? Typically the first show of the day is at 10:45. Also, if you want to know the two homages to the old T2 attraction that are in the pre-show and in the actual stunt show, go check out that Bourne Stuntacular Rikipedia. Hello Kitty, goodbye Kitty, as we are heading over to Islands of Adventure right now. And we have made it inside of Islands of Adventure for a short little adventure. I want to check on the Jurassic Coaster. There's something I showed on camera the other day that I said it was a dinosaur being built, but some people in the comments have said no, that's actually going to be a rock formation. So I want to go take a closer look at that, as well as the rest of the coaster. And here is what the coaster looks like from across the lagoon in the You Rest area, where you can take your face mask off. Still a bit disappointed they are not completing that top hat section yet. I really want to be the first to show you that top hat being completed. I may or may not be able to do that. I'm only here every other day. I know some people are here on every day checking on this coaster, but I'm excited to see the progress. Let's walk around the rest of the park. So looking across the lagoon at the Jurassic Coaster construction, you can't help but notice that Jurassic Park Discovery Center, and it looks very, very Jurassic Parky. So I get a question, you know, are they going to switch this over to Jurassic World? And I really don't have a solid answer. To me, it looks like they're just going to have a mixture of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. Obviously the Discovery Center, as we just saw, clearly Jurassic Park looking, whereas the new Raptor encounter is clearly Jurassic World looking. So I think the new coaster, of course, is going to be themed around velociraptors and such, so we think that's going to be more Jurassic World. So are they going to switch it over completely? We don't have an answer for that. I'm fine with it being both, quite honestly. Let me know in the comments below. Would you like to see it converted over completely to Jurassic World, or keep this mixture thing we have going on here? I did get a VLine Pass for Hagrid's today. It's at 1:30. I honestly don't know if I'm going to be here that long, because I just want to take a loop around IOA here, get the scoop on the Jurassic Coaster, so I may have to cancel that. Well, that was a cool thing I just witnessed. One of the guest services people who normally walk around reminding people to, you know, keep their mask up and things like that, just reminding people to stay hydrated. It's really hot today, you know, just want to stay safe and keep hydrated. That's very cool. Something I've never noticed before. That's right, I still notice things for the first time. If you work at the Three Broomsticks or at these Butterbeer carts, you do get the option of wearing a kilt. Seems like a good idea in this heat though. Back behind the Three Broomsticks to get an action shot. Look at these guys working on the Jurassic Coaster right now. That is one crazy turn with corkscrews and whatever. I don't know all the terms. I don't know how you describe this, but it's two loops. It kind of twists in the middle like a corkscrew. There's probably a special term for it, but I don't know. I tell you what, in the comments below, if you know if this has a special term for this little section, let me know. And I'm talking to you, John Gosby. John Gosby is one of my patrons on Patreon, and he knows a lot about coasters. John, let me know if this little section here has a special name. Here's a cool shot right here. I love it when the Hulk is running and I get the Jurassic Coaster track in the foreground as well. Man, I got an hour and a half until I can get into the VLine for Hagrid's. I just don't know if I'll be here that long. Here's a little something a team member told me the other day. When they're running 10 cars, it should match up where they do a little duel right here. I'll see if I can catch that today or not, but otherwise, if they're running 10 cars, that's what the guy told me. It looks like they're a little bit of a duel section. Now see, it didn't match up that time. Typically, if they're going to duel, it's when the one comes down that hill and then the other one launches, and for a split second there, they're kind of dueling. It didn't match up that time. Let's see if it happens here. Here comes another one. Nope. Again, it didn't match up, but I'll pay attention in the future and see if we get a little dueling action. Or maybe I'll go back and look at some past footage and see if I can catch it. And on a personal note, if you're going to stand right here and watch the coaster, watch out. There are ants right here. They started getting me. I had to back up a little bit. And for you big time Harry Potter fans, let me get you a shot of the castle. A real pretty shot. Another shot of the Jurassic Coaster, this time from the bridge that takes you from Jurassic Park to Hogsmeade. Again, this is a good angle that shows you the loops here, and you get a little bit of that Hulk action in the background as well. Okay, you know I have to do it. I do it every time. I gotta say it. Welcome to Jurassic Park. I normally don't give you this angle because it's kind of close to the smoking section in Jurassic Park, but today I'm trying to give you all angles of this coaster. Here's the section of the coaster that is right next to Burger Digs. Have a cool little loop right here where you're gonna go upside down. I'm assuming this structure here is part of the queue, where you have like where you wait in line for the coaster, maybe a pre-show or something. That's my assumption. Here's another shot of that structure, which I believe will be part of the queue, with this really big boom truck or crane next to it. And we can catch a little bit of that loop in the background as well. See what I mean about mixing Jurassic Park and Jurassic World? The styling of the Jurassic River Adventure, this little building right here, totally Jurassic Park, while right next to it we have the Raptor encounter, which is totally Jurassic World. Now here's a good shot. This is from the Pizza Predatoria. We can see a lot of the track, and we can see that little sculpture being made, and I think I'm gonna have to stand corrected. From this vantage point at this time, it is looking more like a rock formation. But we'll see over time. I thought that one piece up there kind of looked like a neck of a dinosaur, but could just be part of the rock formation. So thank you to the viewer who pointed that out to me. Thank you so much. See what I'm talking about? See this part of the steel structure right here? It kind of looks like a neck and a head, you know, in some form. But, you know, I could be wrong. We'll see in time. I'm probably wrong, but that's okay. Every section that I look at this coaster, I love it. I'm gonna love walking through Jurassic Park right here and have this roller coaster come screaming by. But there is a lot of twists and turns and circles and stuff in this. I've said it before, I am worried about me getting sick on this one. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This coaster is gonna make me sick, but that's okay. I'm unstoppable. You can't stop me from having a good time. No matter what, I'm gonna ride it, I'm gonna love it. I'll throw up afterwards. Here's a cool angle of the Jurassic Coaster I haven't seen before. I'm usually walking the other way, but I just turned around talking to some of you guys, and I noticed this circle and mess of steel and thought it'd be a good shot. The wait time for the Jurassic River Adventure is 25 minutes right now. People wanting to cool off a bit, and I don't blame them. The wait time for Kong is 40 minutes this Wednesday, June 24th at 12:30 p.m. Popeyes and Blue Rose Barges is a 20-minute wait, but it's going to be worth it for these people. They are going to feel so refreshed when they get off this ride. But as for us, we need to walk behind Me Ship the Olive so I can show you the last view of this Jurassic coaster. You know, today was more of a work day. Me sharing some news with you guys, trying to put pretty theme park images on the camera. But seeing everything happening today, I'm going to take a day off from filming, and me and Nikki are going to come here and just have some fun without the camera for a change. This spot behind Me Ship the Olive is getting a lot of love lately because of the view of the Jurassic coaster, but it is still a great view of the Incredible Hulk roller coaster. Oh, by the way, Wimpy's Hamburgers, yes, it is still open. One last park update before I head into the U-Rest area. This right here was like a little food cart or a drink station, and they had a little motorcycle out front here. Well, it's behind construction walls today. Not sure what they're going to do with it, remove it, improve it, who knows. Well, there you go, guys. That's your park update for today, your coaster update for today. And you know what? Do me a favor. In the comments below, let me know what you think about Fear Factor shutting down. How long do you think before they put something new in there? And what would you want that something new to be? And as always,
don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun.
And now to take a quick second to welcome the newest Flicksters to join the team. These are a couple people who have decided to support us on Patreon or YouTube memberships. Thank you so much, Jamie DeMarco as a supporter, and Liv and Zach as supporters as well. Thank you guys so much.